Wow, what a Big 12 race, man. We finished up the regular season. It's the top-rated team in our league, the best league in the country, Hall of Fame coach, team we knew was still playing for a lot today. We're still playing for a lot today on the line today. Just really proud of my guys, the way they responded to the disappointment we had on Wednesday. I said to those guys, not a lot of times in your life you get a chance to respond to disappointment. And we had an unbelievable opportunity to do that today at home against one of the best teams in the country. And guys were able to do that from start to finish. One of our more complete games of the year. We played really hard on defense and played really well on offense as well. Our crowd's been incredible all year long. Longhorn Nation, the Corral, they've been tremendous all year in this building. We've created a home court at the University of Texas for Texas men's basketball. And people know they come into Moody, it's going to be really hard to get a win. And, a lot of hard work went into that. Administration has done a great job. Marketing department's done a great job. But our students, they killed it this year. They really did. Just creating the energy and the environment that we have here in the Moody Center. Our guys love playing here. I can't speak for them right now, but it's just an incredible atmosphere to play in, and we have a home court. So that's all I got to open up with.
Questions for the players, please. Raise your hand. We'll come to you. Chip Brown, far left, please.
Tyrese, Bill Self just said you seem like a different player than the one that was up in Lawrence, more confident player in your attacking. Obviously, can you just talk about where your confidence is right now and how you're feeling?
First, I want to say shout out to the Corral, coming out all year long, supporting us, making home corner advantage for us guys, and, just having our backs out there. And back to your question, just being myself. I feel like my teammates picked me up a lot throughout the whole year, just having some type of struggles. But, I just be myself, just knowing the confidence that I had in myself and the work that I put in and, the trust that the coaching staff have in me and my teammates to just make me go out there and play.
Jeff Howe, front right, please.
Jabari, they cut it to single digits a couple different times in the second half, but it seems like every time, they had a surge, you guys had a big answer. What was just the mindset, the mentality for you guys to answer kind of when they had those runs and then to finish it off strong?
I think the big emphasis on that was defense, just being able to get stops when it's hard. And those when the best teams actually perform when you can get stops when the times is hard and they make other team make a run, especially a team as good as Kansas. But I think we did a good job coming together and having each other's back and just holding each other accountable for getting stops and just grinding and just fighting, sitting down, playing defense.
Court Mose, back left, camera one, please.
Jabari, I know Coach just kind of touched on this, but after those back-to-back losses, why was it so important to have a performance like this tonight?
I think it was important just because we wanted confidence going into the postseason. Losing 2 in a row is something we haven't did all year, and so it kind of just made you kind of sit back and be like, all right, we kind of got to get ourselves focused and back recentered. And I think we did a good job of that. I think practice was amazing. And I feel like I agree with the coaches when you practice well, you play well. And so practice was amazing. Both 2 days we were locked in, focused. Everybody from the young guys to the older guys, everybody was locked in on the details, and I think it showed tonight.
Yeah, Tyrese, took you all about 3 minutes to score, and then you reeled off, I think, 9 points in 90 seconds. Dylan had a lob. You connected on a lob. How much of a tone did that run set for you guys? Because you never trailed again after that.
It started with our defense. I believe we got those off of defensive. I know Marcus got the steal and brought it down, but like we've been emphasizing the whole year, defense. We got so much trust in our offense. When we're laid out on defense, we're playing teams like Kansas all year long. We got to go out there and shut those guys off. They're not scoring and we scoring, then that's an advantage.
Thomas Jones, far left, please.
Hey, Jabari, y'all were, especially early in the game, you're high-fiving fans, having fun with that. Was that kind of something y'all talked about, or was that kind of organic how that happened, just celebrating with the fans?
I think we talked about having fun, but that was just kind of a little more than fun. Things were just going our way tonight, and the fans were amazing. The crowd was amazing. The crowd was amazing. Everybody on the sideline was amazing. Our bench was amazing. So it just made you feel good. And so I think it was just kind of a feel-good win for us. The whole game just kind of felt good, and we were locked in.
Back right camera, please, sir.
It feels like you guys are, when you guys are doing the intangible things, you guys play better. How do you guys take that away from Moody and on the road as you get in these dark days of March?
That's the tough thing. Your defense gotta travel, as RT say, all the time. And I really believe in that. I feel like our team is behind that when we have to play defense on the road when the crowd is not at our advantage, or if we don't have as loud as a crowd that we usually do. And I think we're gonna accept that challenge and bring our defense on the road, and it starts with practice again. And so we're gonna get back to the table and draw it up and see what we got next.
Cedric, far left, please, go ahead.
Yeah, Archie, every coach that's come in here visiting has talked about the.
Can we keep with the players, please? Go with the players, please.
Oh, okay. Jabari, every coach that's come in here has talked about the atmosphere here. How important is it now? I mean, I know you guys weren't at the Irwin Center, but how important is it now to establish that culture moving forward as this being a beehive?
Yeah, this place is amazing. We got two of the young guys that recruited, Ron Holland and Jalen. They were able to, AJ. They were able to see tonight what it feels like, and those guys coming in, we're just setting the way for them. And I feel like the corral is ready for them to come back too.
No in the back camera, one, please.
Jabari, now the regular season's over, back here. Now the regular season's over, a lot of people talking about postseason awards, and your coach has been talked about amongst, Coach of the Year. Why do you think he should be up for that award? What has he done this season to kind of warrant that?
Shoot, our record shows, our play shows. It's all credit to RT and the whole coaching staff. Obviously, we know what we went through this year, and for him to be able to keep us together like this is just amazing. And I have all respect for RT. I love RT, and I wouldn't want no other coach right now.
Yeah, Tyrese, do you could describe the luxury of all the guards y'all have, and does it almost feel like you have 3-point guards on the floor sometimes at the same time?
Yeah, but we look at it as basketball players. We've been calling it positionless for us the summertime. Now it's been traveling, connecting with each other, bonding, and I feel like we're just having fun. We trust each other. Anybody can bring the ball up, having point guards, everybody know the play, so everybody know every spot. So, just be flowing, and, we don't really care.
We'll go about 4 or 5 more. Jeff, go ahead, please.
Jabari, for you and Tyrese both, DeJuan Harris and Grady Dick, they combined to shoot 4 for 17 today, and Coach Self was real complimentary. The pressure you guys put on their guards. You guys have both won in March. Is that the kind of defense, individual defense it takes to win in March, to just buckle down and try to eliminate a couple of their main scoring threats?
Yeah. It's a big emphasis on trying to get those guys held. I guess we're trying to hold those guys to something that they don't usually do every night. And I think we did a good job. They're amazing players. DeJuan is a great point guard, a great player. Grady is a great shooter. And our job wasn't easy at all. They didn't make it easy for us at all, and we had to go earn it. And I think we did a good job of that. Just keep fighting the whole game for 40 minutes, because you're not going to knock a team out at the first 4 minutes, first 8 minutes, second half. So we came out second half, and we guarded the same way we did first half, and it worked in our favor.
3 or 4 more. Keenan, on your far left, please.
Hey, Tyrese or Sir Jabari. You guys had more than 4 times as many fast break points as they did in this game. What do you think it means to be pushing the pace? Is that kind of your goal, or is that just how it happens, sometimes unfolds during games?
It was all off our defense. Out on defense, and I feel like in transition, we're deadly. We get a lot of buckets out of that, and that's what we want to do. I mean, if we can get a lot of stops and just go out and run and have fun and just be free-flowing players out there, I'm pretty sure the players and the coaching staff would like that. They got the trust in us, and we got the trust in each other.
Nick, go ahead, please, sir.
Yeah, Jabari, you spend the last 4 years, making a name for yourself at a whole different place. You come in here, not a lot of time to make an impression, but you walk off the court today. You're being embraced by the fans. What's this year been like for you to come to a new place and to, I guess, kind of feel so loved by everyone?
It's just a blessing to be here, to be able to wake up every day and play basketball, especially to be in Austin, Texas. I think it's the best city in America. And I don't know, it's just kind of surreal to me. I wake up every day and I just thank God that I'm here in this situation. I thank the fans as much as I can. Anytime somebody want to take a picture or autograph, I embrace that, because you don't get that often. And so I'm just grateful.
Chip Brown, far left, please.
Tyrese, can you talk about what makes Jabari special? And Jabari, can you talk about the surging confidence of Tyrese?
I want to go first. I think Tyrese is an amazing player, and just everybody, when he was going through a slump, not everybody knew how hard he was working to get out of that. And I don't even call it a slump because all good players go through a drought or a stretch where, I mean, it's not your day every day, but he still, every single day, he came back every single day and still worked, still got his shots up, never was negative, still was positive, always was a voice in practice. And that's just somebody you want on your team always. And so he's just an amazing player. He's an amazing leader as a point guard, and I'm very appreciative to have him on my team.
I'm about to drop a tear out here, man. Thank you, man. But no, you know, Barry's like a big brother to me. Every day he got a purpose. I remember the first day we met, just telling each other our life stories and, you know, seeing that connection from there. And I just knew his demeanor, his motor, what he wanted and how much he wanted it. And every day, I mean, in the summer, I wanted to work out with him because I knew his motive and how hard he wanted to go. And for me to see the success that he's having right now is not a surprise for me. I mean, he earned it from the jump, came in with that demeanor that he was going to go get it, and he's getting it now, and we still got more to go get. I'm still in it, though. I'm still in that for sure.
Yeah, Tyrese, I'm going to let you get one more chance to hype up Jabari real quick. Bill Self kind of mentioned how he thinks Jabari is the sixth man of the year. Other coaches have said that. Why do you think your teammate is the sixth man of the year?
Man, shot fake for one. But I feel like it's self-explanatory what he comes in and do for our team coming off the bench. I mean, he can be a starter anywhere. He can be a starter on this team. Man, he just comes in. He's always ready. Defense, offense, and behind the scenes, too. He makes sure everybody's together. You know, he's our energy piece, our funny guy. But, you know, just the way he carries himself, and he got that effect on the game.
Jabari, do you want to make a case for yourself?
I agree.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Raise your hands. Thomas Jones, start bar 11, please.
Hey, Coach, beyond, you know, this win getting you the number 2 seed in the tournament, beating Kansas in the regular season finale, what does that mean, you know, beating the national champs, beating the Big 12 champs?
Well, you know, they're a great program, you know, and Hall of Fame coach, and they've had a terrific year this year as well. You know, they fought through some adversity and still found a way to win the league. I mean, and by no stretch was this league any walk in the park this year. I mean, every game was a real game, and you know, to come in and have an opportunity to play these guys, you know, to close out the regular season was, I think, something that really kind of energized our guys, to be honest. I mean, we were really disappointed Wednesday night because we wanted to really, I mean, we worked really hard all summer in the fall to try to win the regular season. Regular seasons are really hard to win, and we put ourselves in great position to have that opportunity. And it was it wasn't a dry eye in that locker room on Wednesday night, but. Again, I thought our guys came back and we had the best practice of the year on Friday. We came in and just really locked into the details. We're laser focused on what we needed to get done, and I think our guys were truly excited about playing a top-ranked team in our building today. And a lot of respect for them and a lot of respect for what they've done this season. But, you know, in March, it's about, you know, finishing and advancing, and I thought our guys did a great job of finishing today. And I think they really embraced, you know, the joy of playing in March right now with this high-level game today.
Terry Middleton, far left, please.
Yeah, Coach, so you've had a banner year. You've taken a great team and made them better. Can you think of maybe one or two things that you and your staff have done maybe would be a secret to the success that you've had?
Terry, I think that's a great question. I think I've got a great staff behind me. I mean, you know, from day one, we added a couple new guys to our staff, and we've had great chemistry. You know, we talk about our team having great chemistry, but our staff's had great chemistry. And no one come in with an ego. Everybody's just working as hard as they can work. Everybody's doing their job at an elite level, doing more than sometimes asked in terms of not just the X and O's, but you have to have relationships with players and relationships with teams. And I think our staff's done an incredible job fostering great relationships with this year's team. We can quickly bounce a guy back by spending time with them because we've invested a lot in them, not just in the office or on the court, but we've had them in our homes. We've spent really quality time with them. We've gone to lunch with them. So they know we care about them much more than just basketball. And I think that's been really something that we've been able to lean and hang our hat on this year, working with this group and staying the course.
Rodney, when you guys have had losses this year, you've come back and had some of your best defensive performances of the season the next time out. Just in terms of how you view game-to-game defense, and I know you preached all the time, but when you're breaking it down, how much do you look at, things your guys need to improve on, whether it's effort, attention to detail, or just, you do face some really good players and some really good coaches in this league?
Well, what I've said to our guys, this time of year and all Big 12 play long, you're going to experience adversity, especially in March. There's going to be adversity in your game. For us, a couple of nights ago was rebounded. We weren't able to overcome and still win the game by not having a good rebounding night. TCU turned the ball over 22 times, and they still found a way to win the game. So they had some adversity as well. So March is about really, trying to hone in on what you need to continue to get better with. But not only that, you got to be able to play through the game, and you've got to try to win through adversity. And we're addressed having to rebound better. We know that was something we needed to do. This team up there at third place did a great job rebounding the basketball. KJ Adams had 7 offensive rebounds himself in game 1. Transition defense, we didn't do a great job of taking care of the ball there. We had 15 turnovers there, and they scored a lot off our turnovers, and they were in transition a lot. We buckled down today, did a great job of taking care of the basketball. But, I think our guys are super excited about this time of the month right now. And, my message to them is to want more right now and, continue to be a hungry team. I think we have a team that's as good as anybody that has a chance to win the big prize at the end of the day. But we have to continue to want to guard the way we guard today, an elite level team at our place, and it has to travel with us on the road.
Archie, you coached a lot of games in the Irwin Center, and that place was cavernous. Now that you've had a year at the Moody Center, what kind of difference is this culture and this atmosphere, and how big advantage was that for you guys going 17-1 at the house?
That's a great question. I went back over probably about, 3 weeks ago. I think I went back over to the Irwin Center. I hadn't been back over there since we left in October. And it's like night and day. Like we actually were in here in Cooley, and we were in the Irwin Center. CDC has done a tremendous job, with the facilities here at the University of Texas. I was here previously, and he's done an incredible job, not just with this arena here, but with Darryl Royal. I mean, all the the renovations and things he's done there, the south end zone. He's the best in the business. And but to go over there, it's like being in a room where you turn a light switch on and you turn it off. When you ask me in comparisons to the two, it's a whole different venue. This venue was set up to have the students more engaged. It was set up to be, Charles Attal and his crew likewise. The acoustics that we have in this building, the speakers we have in this building, is at another level. It's probably the best in the country. When you put the marketing department behind it and you get the students behind it, it's one of the best in the country. So it's night and day in terms of what we were planning before, and it's been an incredible season here in the Moody. And they've definitely made a difference with our team and outcomes in games this season. We were behind double-digit, games in this arena this year, and our arena willed us to wins against top-level teams. So kudos to CDC and administration for giving us an incredible venue to play in.
Yeah, Rodney, you touched on it a little bit before, but obviously, the rebounding and second chance points were issues against Baylor and TCU. You guys out-rebounded them by 2, and I think only 7 second chance points today. How do you think they responded to that? And maybe particularly Jabari, who had 7 rebounds, had a couple tough box outs early.
We've had some games where we got out physical, and Wednesday night was one of those games. Tennessee game was one of those games. The one thing I'll say about this group, every time we've addressed an issue, what we feel like we had to place a high emphasis on, whether it be rebounding, taking care of the basketball, defending better. Our guys have really responded all year long. We knew we didn't have our best rebounding night. TCU took our hat off to them. They did a phenomenal job rebounding the ball that night. They were more physical. They beat us to 50-50 balls. And we got a chance to not only watch it, but we got a chance to work on it and continue to get better. We know, as you look through this Big 12 and you look through the stats, we're at the top of every category with the exception of rebounding. And, we led the league in scoring, field goal percentage, free throw shooting, taking care of the basketball. You look at all the top stats, we were the cream of the crop in this league. Rebounding was the one Achilles. We weren't going to harp on it a lot because we knew we could fix it, and we know we can fix it throughout the course of this season still, because there's still a lot of basketball to be played. But I thought our guys today really did a good job of really trying to rebound down, 5 guys on the glass. And as a result of that, we were able to get out and play fast in transition, get some offense off our defense, and really take a lot of pressure off trying to score against these guys 5-on-5, because they're really good in the half court. I thought this was one of Coach Self's harder playing teams that he's ever had this year. So I think we did a nice job today. We're a +2 today on the glass, so mission accomplished.
Yeah, Rodney. Marcus struggled a little bit with his shot the last few games, but Jabari and Tyrese obviously picked him up. Can you discuss the depth of your backcourt, and do you almost feel like you have 3 point guards sometimes?
No, Kurt, I'm telling Marcus throughout the game, keep shooting the ball. I don't care if you're missing your shots that you miss. We think they're going in, so keep shooting the ball. You're open. You're taking that shot. Take the next one. Because at some point, he scored enough points in his career, and once that ball goes in the basket for Marcus Carr, the basket gets really big, and it only takes a couple shots. He puts the work in. He works extremely hard at his craft, and he's a guy that we need to score the ball for us, and he will. In postseason play, he'll have a great postseason for us. And but having the depth and guys behind him that can also pick him up. Tyrese has been playing really good over the last 2 weeks, and playing at the level that we knew he was capable of playing for us this year. And he's really taken some pressure off of Marcus in that regards. We got Timmy Allen. You got, Jabari playing at the level he's playing. So, again, Marcus is going to play well down the stretch for us.
Time for about 3 more. Chip, go ahead, back left, please.
RT, can you talk about Jabari's love of the game? He's high-fiving a fan after, causing a turnover on the baseline. He's asking for more noise after he hits a 3. He's taking selfies after the game. The guy looks like he's having fun. You just talk about, what he's meant to this team and why he's special.
Chip, I had to deal with that guy for 3 years after UTEP. It was no fun. It was no fun. The minute that we could add him to our roster, I'm like, that's the guy we need. Because he's just, again, Rice comes in and he practices hard, and he's out there communicating with guys. It's changed the whole level of the practice. And he's done that for over about a month and a half now, and it's really changed his game and the way he plays in games. But he's a pivotal guy to us in terms of his effort, his communication, his leadership. He's played in a lot of big games. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's always been, one of those gnats. If you're the opposing team, you're not really happy playing against Jabari Rice, because he's a guy that's always constantly causing havoc on the other end. And he's been an incredible teammate this year, an incredible teammate. He's always, celebrating the guy's success. Hasn't once talked about, why am I not starting, coach? He just wanted to win, wanted to be a part of a winning program at this level. And I think he doesn't take any day for granted. And he's been really phenomenal for us this year.
Congrats on the win tonight, Coach. I know you spoke about it earlier about how y'all spend so much quality time with the players. I know Marcus have said that you just ask them how they're doing. Nothing about basketball when you first come into the gym. And so with these 5 seniors, everything y'all have been through, how special is this group to you?
Corey, I'm really proud of this group. I can't say it enough to those guys. Just the way they carried themselves on the court, off the court. They've stayed the course. We've probably been the most challenged team all year from an adversity standpoint. And these guys never stopped working. They kept working every single day. Their work ethic has been off the chart. They've been so much fun to be around. I got a chance to visit with our seniors yesterday after practice and just echo to them how much they meant to our program this year. how much I've loved it, coaching, and my coaching staff love being around them every day. And we don't want this journey to stop. We don't. There's a lot of basketball to be played, and just extremely proud of the way they've helped the young guys and just, represent this university the right way, both on and off the court.
Thank you all. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you.